booty, butt cheeks, booty, butt cheeks, booty, butt cheeks, booty, butt cheeks, booty, butt cheeks. Hey guys, it's Perk, and today we are back with Nekopara Volume 3. I'm really excited to get right back into it. As you can see, I'm also about to go get my hair redid, but I got my two puffs going on. I look like Thug Nipson straight out the Boondocks, but that's all good and fine and dandy. We're going to jump right back into Volume 3. Shall we continue? And in case you guys are wondering why I don't have my cat ear headphones, it is because of these puffs. They do not allow me to wear my cat ear headphones for this. So we're gonna go back to these good old guys right now. All right, mostly just because it's easier for me right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So we're starting right back off with Maple, who seems to be the main focus of the first part of this story. I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up bagging Maple and Cinnamon in the end, but I'm gonna save all what I think is gonna happen until later. So let's go ahead and we'll just jump right into this and read through. So. Hey, the hell are you doing? You've been so damned miserable lately. She seems normal whenever customers are around, though. It's love! She's definitely in love! God damn it, Chocolate, making me peek my mic this early in the recording. It's love! She's definitely in love! Chocolate heard that when someone's sighing a lot, it means they're in love. Oh, there. You are just too precious, Chocolate. Aw, look at them snuggling. They're snuggling. Alright. Just leave this to me. Oh, Cinnamon, probably not the best bet for this. Hey, Mei-chan. What? Today's weather is just so nice, isn't it? There's not a cloud in the sky. Wow, is that right? It's nice and warm, isn't it? Hey, Mei-chan. The Tokyo stock market sure looks bullish today, doesn't it? Wow, is that right? Stock traders must be real happy. Other than that, Monsena, I know you were ready to go all out when you said to leave it to you, but what the hell are you doing? Cinnamon is a cat girl from mystery. No one truly understands her. It's true shit. Hey, Mei-chan! Did you know that penguins actually do bend their knees when they walk? So if you stretched out your legs, you'd see that they're actually super long. Wow, is that right? Then they should stretch out their legs when they walk. Hey! If a cat girl presses the tip of its tongue against its lower gums to hide it, it can drink hot things without burning itself. Wow, is that right? But what's wrong with just letting things cool off? Look! I prepared some tea, which is a comfy 95 degrees Celsius. I'm not as bad as you, Mei-chan, but I'm still not good with hot things, so let's try an experiment, okay? So you tuck away your tongue under your gums like this, and even the tip of your tongue is... and even though the tip of your tongue is sensitive to heat, you can drink something hot without feeling a thing. So just tuck away your tongue. The tip of your tongue is so sensitive, so very sensitive. What the hell is going on? What did we just jump back into? It's hot, so tuck it away. Can you cut that out? We're supposed to be working, you know. Wait a sec! She didn't react at all! Why didn't she react? I feel your pain, Cinnamon Oni-chan! I feel your pain! Chocolate doesn't really get it, but she's gonna send out good thoughts to her. You can do it. Hang in there, Cinnamon-chan! See, Mei-chan? If I do it like this, I can drink hot things in one gulp. Oh, 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 oh. The Cinnamon's drooling so much. Ugh, that's gross. Could you, like, not do that? Even kind-hearted Kasho would fire you if he saw you playing with our goods like that. Whoa! Monsenna is wiggling around like crazy and Bulma is just totally unfazed. A savage. Maple is a savage! Are we adding modern slang to these now? Is that what's going on? Because we honestly shouldn't. Like, it's a horrendous idea to do that. Like, for no good reason should we ever really have to do that. And I would suggest that we just don't. If I'm being completely honest. But that's just what I think. Anyway. A savage. Maple is a savage. I feel you, Cinnamon Oni-chan. I feel you. Keep at it. Keep trying, Cinnamon-chan. The shop is pretty crazy despite the lack of customers. Whatever. Shh. Shh. Why is she? What the hell is going on? Alright, well that's how it's gonna be. Oh, Maple, are you on your break? Yeah, I have been for a while. Her reply is cold and deliberate. A nail file and nail polish rest on the table. Are you doing your nails? I guess. Fixing my nails always helps me feel relaxed. If they don't look good, I can't stop thinking about them until they're fixed. Maple raises her hand to examine her nails as she speaks. I guess that's just a thing cat girls do. I think that's girls, not just cat girls, but you know, whatever. It's like she's sharpening her nails because she's angry or something. As I ponder the mysteries of these cat girls, I fill a kettle with hot water and bring out the tea leaves. So you've been kind of zoning out a lot lately. Is anything wrong? Nah, nothing you need to worry about. Well, I'm worried anyway. I said it's nothing, jeez. Da-da-da-da-da. Now what do I do? I feel like she's been acting strange ever since we came back from the amusement park. What am I supposed to do if she won't talk to me about it? Continue your life like it doesn't matter? That's what I do, personally, but that's just me. I mean, I'd personally go admire the carrot that I have left still on my wall. Such a beautiful carrot. That picture of a carrot. I would love to get a shirt with just a picture of that carrot on it. If the Sakai people ever watch this, I get that. Like, I will custom pay however much I need to have that little carrot put on a shirt. It's because I like that carrot. It's been here since, like, the first game, and it's like, for some reason, I've noticed it. And it's just like, why? I don't know why, but I do, and I like it. Mr. Carrington. We'll call it Carrington. I like that. Mr. Carrington. She won't talk to me about it. Da-da-da. Silence. I'm not much of a talker in the first place, but If she's upset about something, I can't leave her alone. Is she going to quit? With a troubled mind, I begin preparing the tea leaves I just brought out. Hey, Kasha. I turn to her. Why do you think you opened the bakery? She stares at her now perfectly manicured and polished fingers, zoning out again. Her voice was flat and emotionless. Why? Okay, so like your parents' place is pretty old Japanese confectionery, right? It's all based on these ancient techniques and you have to follow all these strict guidelines and stuff, don't you? So why did you leave home just to start a bakery? She stares at me, her gaze unassuming. Why, huh? Well, a lot of reasons. A lot, huh? Like, if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool. She's not pursuing it, instead, just idly resting her chin on her hand while fiddling with her phone with the other. Okay. So why did she ask the question then? I honestly have no idea what she's thinking. She must have had something in mind, but... Hey, you like cat girls, right, Kasha? Do I like cat girls? You realize you're talking to the dude who's fucking 4 of them at the same time, right? Like, not sure if you, like, completely understand that, but, like, I have 4 cat companions. Do I like cat girls? Nah, they're cool, but not really my type. Not cats, like actual cat girls like us. I mean, yeah, I do, but... Oh no, not like that. I mean, like, are you only attracted to cat girls? See, this sounds similar to like this sounds similar to like when people ask me, do I only like white girls? It's like, no, I like the whole rainbow, but only a few of them actually come back to me. Okay. No, it's like this just sounds like one of those types of conversations, but let's see. Maybe it's just me. Excuse me? What the hell is she getting at? Bringing up something like that. I have absolutely no clue what her aim is with this. You've got a lot of cat companions, you know. Really, I didn't realize. My dick just never realized that it was in 4 different cat girls. That's why I'm like, does he only like cat girls? No, that's not it at all. I never expected to have cat girls as my partners. Much less 4 of them, but I kept that part to myself. Each of them has their own charms though, right? There's no way I could rank them. Everyone seems to be fine with it too, so I groan in bewilderment. Shh. Yeah, that seems about right for you. Huh? You don't seem like the kind of guy who'd care if someone was a cat girl or a human, I mean. What? Oh, I mean, I guess so? This is exactly like one of those conversations I've had. I've had these types of conversations. They're never fun. They're just kind of awkward. The music doesn't help. It's still awkward. Maple puts her phone back in her pocket and stands up. Sorry for asking something weird. I'm done with my break, so see ya. That Maple, what is with her? She's leaving, and I'm still as confused as when this all started. Dumbfounded, I stare at Maple's back as she exits the room. Time for my break. Oh, Cinnamon. Is Maple relieving you? Yes, Matron's taking over for now. Cinnamon gently lowers herself onto the sofa. I pour some hot water from the kettle and place a cup of black tea in front of Cinnamon. Wow! Thank you. Sorry to make you go through all that trouble. The jump in the beginning. Don't worry about it. I wanted some tea too. I was going to have extra anyway, even if you hadn't come along. She nods to me, smiling. The two of us quietly begin to sip our tea. Then we return our cups to their saucers, each one making a little clack as we set them down. I like the little sound effects in the background, I really do. Ah. Now Cinnamon is sighing. What's wrong? I never hear you sighing. Oh! Oh, sorry, that wasn't a sigh, it was... Please, what are you gonna come up with? I'd love to hear. Right. I was just breathing heavily because I'm drooling. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Come on, you think I'm gonna buy that? Oh, maybe not. I guess trying to hide it was kind of pointless. Aw. Another sigh. That one was even deeper. The two of us both take another sip of tea. Cinnamon glances at me, her head slightly lowered. Mei-chan hasn't been well lately. She takes another small sip. Ever since we went out to the amusement park, right? She inclines her head in a slight nod. May I use your computer for a moment, Kashu-san? My computer? I handed my laptop over to her. She deftly navigates to a web page and then turns the laptop toward me. Can you take a look at this? This is... Displayed on the screen is a video of Maple singing on the stage. This is from the other day, isn't it? Yes. Take a look at the comments section. She scrolls down so I can see the comments. That cat girl is cute. I didn't know there was such a cute cat girl around. This cat girl is so good at singing. The comment section is mostly filled with variations of those things. What is all this? It looks like she's gotten pretty popular. Yes, I think you're right. But... Cinnamon takes a breath before continuing. I think it's possible that Mei-chan is worried about being thought of as just a cat girl. Not that she said that out loud, of course, so it's just a guess, but... She furrows her brow in frustration. So she's worried about being seen as just a cat girl, huh? Hey, you like cat girls, right, Kasho? Flashbacks. Gotta love flashbacks. You don't seem like the kind of guy who'd care if someone was a cat girl or a human, I mean. Maple's words echo in my mind. Something like this has happened before. Oh wait, hold on. Something like this has happened before. It has? She nods, her mouth contorting into a pained smile. Mei-chan used to love singing, but... Well, you saw it, didn't you, Kashu-san? In that old video. The video I watched back at the amusement park. I nod to Cinnamon. There were quite a few comments on that video, but... I think it must have been a shock to her to see all the comments, good and bad, referred to as cat girl. All because of the word cat girl, huh? Even if they had good things to say, they still call her cat girl. Even if they have mean things to say, they still call her cat girl. She said she wanted to be a singer. It would have definitely been a shock for young Maple in that video. She's proud by nature, so it's not hard to imagine. She's been out of it ever since what happened at the amusement park. And whatever you ask what's wrong, she just dodges the question, right? Right. So that's what's been going on. It looks like this video has been circulating a lot since it was uploaded. A lot of people have left comments on it. It seems to have an endless parade of comments like, the ones Cinnamon showed me. I just wanted to hear Mei-chan sing again, but I guess I went overboard and ended up hurting her. She hangs her head, turning her eyes away from me. She breathes out a long sigh. In response, I gently bop her on the head. You really do like Maple, don't you, Cinnamon? You're more like best friends than sisters. Huh? Best friends? She looked up at me with a wide-eyed expression. You are sisters, but your relationship isn't just like coconuts and Azuki's. It's not like chocolates and vanillas either. I guess you could say that you two are on equal ground with each other. You're like two friends who really get along. They're not like Coconut and Azuki, where one is clearly the older sister and the other is the younger. And they don't cling to each other quite like chocolate and vanilla do. But I do remember Maple always seeming troubled. Always trying to help out somehow. Worrying about whether the results of her actions would be good or bad. It just seems like the kind of relationship that only really close friends have. That's what I meant. I suppose. Maybe Mei-chan and I are something like that, or... It's more like I want to be Mei-chan's best friend. That seems closer to the truth. She furrows her brow again, and she smiles at me, but her smile seems a little ashamed. Aww. I actually feel really bad for Cinnamon right now. Like, super bad. Like, it's always been like, fucking Cinnamon. Fucking Cinnamon. But, holy shit, that kind of sucks. She really just wants to be friends with Mei-chan, and Mei-chan is like, fuck off. I feel bad for Cinnamon right now. She's kind of going up as one of my favorite cat girls now. Anyway. I give her another gentle pat on the head. I'm worried about Maple too. I'm gonna see if I can get any clues from her. I'm not much of a negotiator though, so I don't know how much success I'll have. If it's you asking, I'm sure she'll let something slip. Would it be alright if I asked Mei-chan myself? Sure. I was gonna try to talk to her a little too. I nod to her. Maple and Cinnamon are both part of my family. I want to do everything I can do to help them. That's the honest truth. Oh, and this is going to sound a little weird, but can I use your computer on my break, please? She fidgets, embarrassed. I don't mind, but why? Are we about to go right back to saying fucking Cinnamon? I'm pretty sure we are. Oh, I just remembered something I want to look up. Oh? What? It's not like anything weird, don't worry. It's just something I can't look up back home, that's all. I guess you could say it's something I want to look at while I'm alone. Wait, no, I mean something that I want to look up. It's not strange, okay? I guess it's just like intellectual curiosity. Do that at your own house. I take my laptop away from the panting Cinnamon. No, Cashew-san doesn't believe me. I just wanted to enjoy my break a little bit. How often do you think Cinnamon masturbates? Like, she's gotta masturbate pretty often, right? How does she spend her heat? Nope. Nope. We're just gonna continue on. Yeah, and what was it you were planning on enjoying? Oh, that scornful gaze of yours again. You really don't break character, do you? Nope. I am who I am after all. And I was just coming to think of her in a new light. Same, Kasho. Same. Well, I guess this is what the announcer meant. She is, as usual, slightly bothered looking cat girl. Fair play. I was a bit late because I went to the toilet. Nekopara. It didn't do it, so I have to do it. The fuck? Stars! This joke's gonna get super old, but I'm still doing it. So what do you think? Although for once I use a kind of tea leaf we don't usually have. It might be one we don't usually have, but it turned out pretty much perfect anyway. Since we're not really a tea shop, I figured it's fine if I only stock my favorite brands, right? Maple shrugs, waving her hand dismissively. Anyway, the day our cake shop starts seriously dealing in tea is the day we will have lost our way. Basically, I'm saying I haven't been focusing on the tea over your cakes. Actually, I didn't know what kind of plans you had after this, so... There's a place nearby I figured we could poke our heads into. So what are you getting at? There's some that's sold by this new tea shop. I'll leave closing the store to the others while my secretary of tea and I walk home. I steal a glance at Maple as we walk side by side. Da-da-da. Maple seems no different from usual. Though I can't say whether usual is downcast or just cold. Oh, there's more things I can look at. Decker and drinks. I think that's beer there. There's a garden place over there, ADN. Get lively. Nailed it. Treehouse. Cool. Lots of cool stuff there. Anyway, like you guys already know, looking into the background to see if there's any cool stuff back there. She's doing her work, but I can tell she's not putting in a ton of effort. Because she's a cat girl. I remember what Cinnamon told me earlier this evening. I take another glance at Maple's face. What? You've been peeking at me for a while now. Though I only happened to catch you, I'm not mad, just wondering. She turns her head just enough to look at me out of the corner of her eye. Oh, no, it's nothing in particular, just... my attempt to lie gets caught in my throat midway. Now I'm not sure what to say. I look away from Maple, who seems upset, and turn my gaze towards the night sky. Ugh, my bad. Yeah, right, that's right. What are you doing? Agreeing with yourself? Nah, it's just because I'm not that great at catching small details. I wonder if I can just ask it straight. Okay, seriously, what are you saying? She stares at me, head cocked suspiciously. I turn my head back toward her and meet her gaze. You know that video from when you were a kitten? When you said you wanted to be a singer? Why was that? Is that what you wanted to ask me about? She idly runs her hand through her hair and lets out an exaggerated sigh. Maple has probably guessed what I really wanted to ask about by now. Are you making me work overtime because I'm not your cat companion? If there's something you want from me, are you gonna, like, tell me or what? What kind of person do you take me for? A horny pastry puffer, to use Vanilla's word. Fuck you, Vanilla. Fuck you, Vanilla. Fuck you, Vanilla. This is the type of shit we get into, damn it. When you just decide to idly throw words out, this is the type of shit we get. These type of situations. God damn it, Vanilla. Fuck off. Glad to see that insult make a return. Anyway. You do have 4 companions. Well, she's not wrong, though, so I just shut up. I'm not making her work overtime because I want to start a love affair, though. Still, I've got enough common sense to know that with 4 companions, I'm not really convincing anyone. I turn my gaze away from Maple and look up at the night sky. I mean, it's not like they're unhappy, so I have no problem with it. And I'm not the one who said that anyway. That grin. This shit-eating grin. That shit-eating grin. God! Anyway. She glances at me with mischievous eyes and a wry smile. No, it's a shit-eating grin. That's what it is. Is she the one who's unhappy? I heard her grunt before looking up at the sky with me. You saw that video, didn't you? It was something I had thought of a lot. But I gave up on that stupid kittenhood dream a long time ago. Her tone is wistful. Her answer is blunt and unaffected. But you still think about it now, don't you? Her expression stiffens. But she quickly relaxes, and when she speaks again, it's in that same aloof tone. It's not like that. I was pampered so much back then. Do you really think I understood how the world works? In the first place, a cat girl having a dream is just dumb, isn't it? Maple. The comments on the video all said something similar. Because she's a cat girl. I can see that one word weighing down on Maple. But everything she said just now seems so hollow. I'm not sure she believes in herself. How was that? Something fell off my desk. That was weird. Something fell off my desk and I'm not sure what that was. It's weird. I'm not sure she believes it herself. If that's true, then how did you get so good at singing? I stop in my tracks and hurl the question at her. Casho. She turns to me. Seeing her eyes widening, I continue without hesitation. There's no way you could get that good at singing without practicing. Her brow furrows in unease as she casts her gaze downward. The casual air that had surrounded her when we were side by side is nowhere to be found. At the bottom of my field of vision, I notice her wringing her pale, slender hands. I take a step towards her and pat her slumped head. The people who eat my cakes, I'm always so happy to see their smiles. Huh? She raises her head. What you asked me before. That's why I want to become a pastelier. Casho? Talking about myself is a little embarrassing. A reluctant smile drifts onto my face, and I continue. Ever since I was little, my dad told me that I would be studying to make Japanese sweets. I never considered that I had any other choice. So I did as he said, and I studied how to make Japanese sweets. Casho. She doesn't say anything else. Maple stares right at me, waiting for me to continue. Since my family has some ancient traditions, my upbringing was pretty strict. Playing with friends, club activities, hobbies, I had to forego all of them for the sake of my studying my family trade. Well, not that I regret all that. Even after this time, I still don't. I can't make the bitter smile on my face go away. Maple's eyes are as wide and bright as the moon is at this point, but I keep going. But one day, I went to a pastelier by myself. Everyone there looked so happy eating their cake. Everyone. Even those who might be austere or sad or otherwise. Every single customer had a smile on his or her face. I recall these memories at that visit, and I give voice to even that part. And I give voice to even the parts I had locked away in my heart. Before I was completely focused on my family's trade and saw nothing else. Then someone asked me, "Why is it that you're making these sweets?" Back then, I really didn't know what I had been doing up until that point. I struggled with it, but I decided that I wanted to be like that person. I wanted to make something that could put a smile on anyone's face when they ate it. Enough that I was willing to give up all that I had worked so hard and so long for. Maple's expression hardens, and I watch her ears turn toward me as to take in every word. So I give my voice to every last sentiment. My dad, as well as others around me, said many harsh things to me, but I knew I had to be true to myself. I decided to turn toward my own dream. No matter what those around me thought, Kasha. I caused a lot of troubles for Shiguri and our mom, and I did some incredibly dumb things. Maybe there could have been a brighter future for me somewhere along the line, but right now, I'm happy. This time, my smile isn't bitter or reluctant. The smile I show Maple is one that reflects my true feelings. Before I knew it, Maple's fingers, which had clasped together so tightly, have loosened up. You're pretty stupid yourself. I can see myself doing some pretty dumb things too. Still, if I thought my dream was stupid, I wouldn't have followed it. We each let out a little chuckle. I put my hand on Maple's head one more time. That's why I plan to listen to what others have to say. That's why I couldn't just leave you alone, Maple. Kasha. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm dumber than I thought. Her smile is completely devoid of the mischievousness I saw earlier. With renewed vigor, she straightens up, standing up to her full height. You know, you sure like meddling in other people's business. I couldn't stop if I wanted to. Yep, I know you really couldn't. Everything that just happened seems like it took place in a dream. Maple laughs, sounding more relaxed than usual. I don't do things like I like to do for anyone else's sake, you know. Whether someone's a person or a cat girl, that sort of thing is totally irrelevant. Maple sounds like she's trying to convince herself of that. I nod to her in agreement. She raises her head and replies with a small nod of her own. I am me. I'll live the way I want to. You know, you're really not a crafty guy. I can tell just from your story how simple you are, and it's kind of scary. But I'll make sure I don't forget it. Thanks, Kasha. Hold up, I just realized she called me simple. Motherfucker. And Cinnamon, too. Huh? Cinnamon? Maple turns and I follow her gaze. What? Mitch, how? Did you think I wouldn't notice? I knew you'd been following us since, we left the house. I thought I was being careful. Cinnamon reluctantly drags herself from out of hiding. What? Cinnamon, were you following us the whole time? I was curious about what you and Mei-chan were doing. But I didn't think you guys were doing anything lewd, okay? I was just really worried about Mei-chan. Even if you don't straight up deny it, I know there's more to it than that. You told Cashew to help, right? I didn't tell him anything. I just didn't know what to do, so I asked Kasho what he thought, and, I'm not, mad, though. Sheesh. Maple tenderly pats Cinnamon's head. Thanks for worrying about me. And for the other day. Thanks for giving me another chance to sing. She smiles awkwardly. Nonetheless, she's direct with thanking Cinnamon. Mei-chan! Oh, of course! I'm so glad! So glad! I thought you might have hated me. Mei-chan, I was worried. Oh! Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. That was gross. I don't hate you. Not for something like that. I'll always be by your side. You know that, don't you? But... Wah! Cinnamon started to sob uncontrollably, and Maple pulls her into a hug, comforting her. The relationship is so sweet. Maybe I won't end up getting 2 more cat companions. Maybe they'll end up becoming cat companions. That's a thought. That's a theory. A game theory. Okay, we're done. Without an ounce of hesitation, I smile at the 2 cat girls and pet both of them. You too, Kasho. Thanks. I'm gonna try to talk to Shigure myself. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. I wasn't gonna take any part of that. If I had the choice, I was not helping you with that. I was gonna let you do that by your damn self. I'm not talking to Shigure. Little fucking incestual bastard. Maple's face lights up in a smile as she nods to me. I pat both of their backs. Now how about we head home? Yeah, let's go already. Ha! Mei-chan! Kashu-san! Ha! Cinnamon, stop being like all huggative and shit. Wait, Cinnamon, your snot's getting everywhere. Oh my gosh, stop crying so much, you big baby. Take a tissue. Ah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not mad, don't cry. Oh, it's adorable. Stop. Still not a thing. Okay, it feels like we've gotten a little closer to each other. Side by side, the 3 of us head home to where the others are waiting for us. Bet you we're gonna have to talk with Shigure. Fuck! We're talking to Shigure. You would like to start taking singing seriously? My, isn't this just the most wonderful development? I shall support you as much as I can. Wait, seriously? I am opposed to the sudden leaving the house and performing on the street. To you suddenly leaving the house and performing on the street, but if you say you wish to pursue your dreams, then I see no reason not to cheer you on. No, well, I guess you're right, but the fact that Shigure gives in so readily is kind of anticlimactic. But like Shigure said, it's up to Maple to decide what she wants to do. So there's no reason for her mother figure not to cheer her on. Seems perfectly natural to me. Just like these puffs right now. Anyway. Just, if you're going to do it, you must put as much effort into it as possible. I will not allow you to quit halfway or only do the bare minimum amount of work. I'll tell you right now that I won't be doing anything like that. Besides, it's not like I'm not prepared for it anyway. If you are prepared, then that's fine. You must do your best. Her arms are crossed and her response is immediate. My dear little sister is too handsome for her own good. Oh, it's adorable. I should expect nothing less from the cat girl's little mother. She nods, satisfied, and I stare at her with a hint of admiration in my eyes. Isn't that just great? Do your best, Mei-chan. Chocolate will be cheering you on too. Your songs are super awesome, Mei-chan. Yep. As your family, we expect to get into your shows for free sometimes. Alright, you know what, Vanilla? I actually agree with you on that one. Best remember this. Fuck you mean. Better not be like, security, get them away. No. Bitch, we coming in. Fuck you mean. We fighting security if we have to. We getting in. Yeah, thanks. I'll work as hard as I can. You won't be disappointed. She's embarrassed She's embarrassed about growing up. Maple One-chan is amazing, isn't she? Gosh, shut up. I'm doing this because I want to, that's all. I know you have much to think about, Maple, but I am nonetheless glad to hear about this directly from you. Once a person resolves to follow their dreams, there's not much anyone else can do about it. Yeah, definitely. It's all thanks to her mother's training. No, it's because you supported her, Nisama. There is still much I haven't experienced yet. She smiles, looking proud of how well her girls are growing. As long as I can help Shigure with these things, she can do it on her own. She can't do it on her own. As long as I can help Shigure with these things, she can't do it on her own. As long as everyone can decide what they want to do, I'm happy. There is one thing I wanted to ask. Even though you knew that Maple was worrying, even though you knew what Maple was worrying about, you left that video up there? Indeed. It's easy to be overprotective, but if I made her think about the matter on her own, I am the mother figure after all. She inclines her head and smiles. She might be small, but she's still able to support the rest of us on her back. Shigure is always thinking about her surrogate daughters, the cat girls. Surrogate daughters, that's an interesting way of putting it, but you know. I pat my beloved sister's head. Oh, Shigure, there's one thing I wanted to ask. Oh, Shigure, there's one thing I wanted to ask. I heard that even if I can sing already, it's a good idea to play an instrument too. So like, can I buy an instrument that'd go with my singing? I have some money of my own that I can use. A good idea. Where'd you hear something like that? I am connected to the Wi-Fi and I do have friends all over the internet, you know. Hey, so do I, because I can't make real life friends. And your friends all over the internet will answer any questions that come flowing to them through their fiber optic cables. We sure live in a convenient era, don't we? Indeed, though it does allow for an increase in the number of shut-ins. I see. I don't know what the hell they're talking about now, but stars. No stars. Okay. They nod enthusiastically in mutual understanding. I think this is the first Shigure is hearing of Maple's friends too. It was a night when I felt like these two proud girls were looking down on me for some reason. I don't fucking know. I just bake cakes, dude. I just bake cakes. Chocolate's gonna be an idol too. Isn't being Soleil's idol good enough? Nekopara! Initial courage achievement unlocked. The next day off. Oh wow, it's here. The day is finally here. Stop freaking out. It's not even that special. We're just going to buy an instrument. It's not just that. You're taking your first steps as a singer, Mei-chan. If this were a documentary, we'd be walking along here and saying something like, "This is where Mei-chan's legend first began." Or something, or some kind of narration like that. Meow! Oh, my cinnamon shivering all over. You're kind of embarrassing. Could you, like, calm down? You're pretty excited, huh, Cinnamon? Oh, I thought that was Shigure, because it went to Shigure. Anyway, pretty excited, huh, Cinnamon? They are sisters, but I'm pleased to see Cinnamon being that happy for Maple. They say they're best friends, you know. Yes, that's right. Their relationship is certainly one of close comrades. I definitely read way too fast, but you know. Way too fast and horrendously. Ooh, what do we got? Nothing's able to be seen. They're selling, what is that, an iPhone? Fuck that shit. We've got headphones, that's cool. We're headed toward an instrument store near Yokosaki Station. Like Cinnamon said, we're here to buy a Maple an instrument. Shigure has a spring in her step, as if she is a mother celebrating her daughter going off on her own for the first time. But hey, what do I know? Mei-chan, do you know what kind of instrument you want to buy? Since I'll be playing it while I'm singing, I figured I want a guitar. People who can sing and play at the same time are totally hot, so it's perfect for me, right? That's Mei-chan, always so full of confidence. I guess I should wait until I get to the store to choose something I like, though. Yes, that's right. I'll find one that suits you too, Mei-chan. Are you sure about this? You're always helping out at the store, so I'd be willing to buy you a practice guitar, but... Don't worry, okay? I got it. I'm the one who wants it, so I'll be the one who buys it. You're way too soft on me, Kasho. Or are you trying to impress me? Can we not do this, please? Vanilla's not here. Can we not bring this up? Don't you think I could do better than that if I was, moron? I fire back at Maple as she grins at me impishly. I can tell that Nisama and Maple are getting... Nisama and Maple get along well. Oh yes, I'm a little jealous. Oh, which one are you jealous of, Cinnamon? Both, I guess. We pass the time talking like this as we head to our destination. Finally, we arrive at the instrument store I found on the web. That's really cool. Wow! Mei-chan, look! Look, instruments! There are so many instruments! Well, duh, it's an instrument store. Without instruments, it would be pretty crappy. Oh, a guitar! There's a guitar over there! Come on, Mei-chan, let's go! There! I heard you already. You're not going anywhere, so you don't have to run. Kasho, Shiguri, can I look around? Yes, of course. Take your time choosing. Shiguri and I follow behind the two cat girls. I don't really know if these are good or not. Oh yes, I don't really know either. Welcome! The kind-looking shopkeeper calls out to the two wondering cat girls. What can I help you find? If you need any information, just ask. I swear to God, if this turns out being a woman, I will be so fucking mad. They did that all in the first one, and I was mad every time. Every time I tried to give someone a voice, I wanted to not do so many female voices. I wanted a guy, so I made so many guy people like in the first Nekopara, and every time it turned out, oh, it's a woman, and they made sure to let me know, and I'm like, really, bitch? It made me so mad. Let me use a guy voice. I'm tired of doing female voices. My throat is anxious from going all the way in different directions. Let me get this, okay? It's an easy voice. I can do this probably for hours if I was a voice actor. Let me have this. Let me have this, Sekai Projects. Let me have this. Okay? If you need any information, just ask. Right. I'm looking for a good guitar. A good, cool guitar that matches me. That doesn't really mean anything, as she's gone into snob mode. But the shopkeeper takes it in stride. A good guitar, huh? How about an electric guitar? Or would you like an acoustic guitar better? I want to sing and play. I want something that can match my singing. In that case, you want an acoustic guitar. Yeah, I'm looking for an acoustic guitar that fits me. Do you have any suggestions? Well, let's see. It depends on what you want it to look like and sound like, but... Anyway, if you're here looking for good ones, they're around here. The shopkeeper takes the guitar down and shows it to her. Oh yeah? Which ones? Huh? What? 1, 10, 100, 1,000? 200,000 yen? Is that really alright? Her grin stiffens, her lips tremble slightly. She's pointing to the price tag that says 200,000 yen. This sure has a lot of zeros on it. Yeah, I know. I bet a lot of people want me to lower the price. But if you want a guitar, this is it. A good tar. Not a good guitar, a guitar. It is? Something like this, huh? I'm pretty sure something like this would be good for me. But do you have any other recommendations? Others? Let's see. If you want one that's a little similar rank but a different maker, then how about this one? Shopkeeper takes down a different guitar and shows it to Maple. 300,000 yen. 300,000 yen! 300,000 yen is, that's... Anything else? This is sort of, like this sort of thing? Well, you really want something good, huh? Yeah, right. It has to be something good, right? She's so dunzo. It's like, yes, baby, they cost money. Money. I wonder how much 300,000 yen is. I totally need to find this out right now. We're gonna find out how much 300,000 yen is in a... It's like $2,000. $2,700. So a little on $2,700. Yeah, no. Kasho. Do you think I could get an advance on my part-time pay? If you need me to dress like a little slutty or something, I guess I could do that too. She looks to me pleadingly. It seems like she's on the verge of bursting into tears. I guess she can't drop her facade so easily. As I consider that, the color steadily drained from her cheeks. I have no choice but to save her from herself. Excuse me, shopkeeper. Do you have any recommendations for beginners? Where would I find them? Something geared towards beginners, eh? In that case, I'd recommend you get started with some of the intro guitars over here. They motion to another area with simple guitars. The price ranges from 30,000 yen to 50,000 yen. The cheaper ones usually have something wrong with them, but at any rate, even the bottom of the barrel guitars sound good enough to practice on. They also come in with intro textbooks, so this is my recommendation if you're looking to start. I see. So, Maple? Sorry for making a scene. Beginner acoustic guitar set, please. Alright, sure thing! Just a moment, please. Mei-chan always has to be Mei-chan, huh? Oh my, yes. We're learning a lot about her. Yeah, I guess so. Though my companion's smiles appear to be bitter. I know they're actually enjoying watching the scenes unfold. That was pretty great. I can't even. She's like, Kasho, is this okay? I think I can pay this much on my own, but her tail and ears slump in dejection. She looks up at me apologetically. I'm the one who got you started on all this. Besides, I wanted to buy it for you anyway. I wasn't just saying that. I really wanted to support you in this. Kasho. Maple clutches the newly purchased guitar to her chest. It's heartwarming to see her so excited about it. I owe you a lot, you know. Anyway, we're family, aren't we? Don't be so high-strung. I pat Maple's head as she grumbles to herself. Her grip on the guitar tightens and she nods her head. Okay. Well, if you're gonna spoil me, Kasho, then to pay you back, I better practice hard. I'm gonna sing for you one day. I promise. Though her normal confidence is gone, she speaks without hesitation. She extends an outstretched pinky toward me. Alright, I'm looking forward to it. I stick my own pinky out, and the two of us firmly link our fingers. This kind of passion isn't really part of either of their characters. It just reeks of youth, doesn't it, Shigure-chan? Yes, it does. How very, 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 very bittersweet. I'm getting embarrassed just watching them. I always knew natural impulses were the most wonderful thing ever. They're certainly both in touch with their natural sides. What's going on behind us? Aren't those two always like that? The two of them are huddled together, whispering and mumbling about something. God damn it. Let's see. First off, I set it up like this. Then put my index. Then my index finger goes here. My middle finger goes over here. My ring finger goes. I'm starting as far as I can, but she fumbles with her new guitar. She skims the pick in her right hand over the strings. She strummed it. One more time, just like that. Ah. Wow, so cool, Mei-chan. You look happy. Very nice. Maple sits at the other end of the dining table. The rest of us stare intently at her as she frantically scans the beginner's manual. That's nothing to be happy about. I'm not some kitten who doesn't know anything. You don't have to get all excited over me finally playing a single note. Okay, next is G. My next finger goes here, middle finger here. Pinky? Pinky goes here, I guess. Look at her. I wonder how correct these notes actually are. If anybody actually plays guitar, can you tell me, like, are these finger placements actually correct for a guitar? Does it change depending on where you buy your guitar from? Like, is a Japanese-made guitar different than an American-made guitar? Things I just wonder. Worth looking up at some point if I ever get the time, but, you know, probably won't, but... If anybody knows, please let me know down in the comments. I managed to play G2. Mei-chan looks so happy, doesn't she? I think she's forgotten that we exist. Clumsily, she continues to strum the note she just learned. She hugs her guitar happily without an ounce of shame. This really is thanks to you, Kashu-san. Thank you. I didn't do anything. You told me about what was going on, Cinnamon. I just talked to Maple a bit. If anything, you did more than me. I refill everyone's tea. My Kashu-san, you're always so cool. It is Nisama's nature after all. It truly makes my little sister's heart flutter. I'm not his little sister, but I think my heart's all aflutter too. A flutter? What the hell do you mean by that? I have no idea what their language they're speaking, but they seem to be able to understand each other. Okay, these hearts, they're gonna have to stop. Both of them. Not able to grab them, so whatever. Somebody stop this. I really don't think I did anything special, though. Now then, I leave Maple in your care, Nisama. I shall be returning now. I have plans to eat dinner with Mother and Father. Have I called them recently? Or is she gonna try to, like, say, you should call them? Afterwards, I shall return Chocolate and Vanilla, who are at our parents' house, and call for Maple. Alright, got it. If Maple wishes to stay here and practice, I see nothing wrong with letting her. My house is above the bakery, but they're essentially completely separate. The walls are pretty thick, so I'm not worried about her being too loud. If anything, I'm worried about disturbing Maple from her trance. I meet Shigure's gaze and nod before seeing her out through the front door. Look at Maple go. Look at Maple go. She's doing so good. She's doing so well. Makes me happy. Alright, Cinnamon and I are off. Okay, let me know when you're coming back. Yes, and leaving Mei-chan in your care. The door of the waiting taxis opens and the two climb in. They drive off. Cinnamon's a lot like Maple too, huh? I muttered to myself. I watched the car drive in the distance until it was just a speck on the horizon. Now then, chocolate and vanilla aren't here, so I guess I better start prepping for tomorrow or something. I stretch as I head towards the strangely quiet kitchen. Oh, it's gone too fast. Even the game doesn't want me to do it anymore. Ah, my fingers are killing me. Maple opens and closes her hand, stiff from straining to reach and press the strings. Then she looks up and scans the room. Huh? Where did Shiguri and Maple go? They went home. I think Shiguri said she'd come get you soon. They went home without me realizing it? Wait, what? It's already nighttime, huh? She looks at the clock, then at her phone, and her eyes go wide. I hand the bewildered Maple a mug of hot tea. They could have at least said something. You were so caught up in your practicing, though. She blows on the tea to cool it down. People keep worrying about me, like, seriously. I shouldn't be the kind of person who causes trouble for everyone, though. No one feels like you're causing trouble. Maple continues to blow on the tea and still hasn't taken a sip. She lets a chuckle escape from her softly smiling lips. That's because you're making sure of that, Kasho. I have to at least try to make sure everyone keeps feeling that way. That sounds like a good plan. I nod in agreement. She continues to blow on the mug until finally she brings the rim to her lips and takes a sip. Ah! Maybe I should have made iced tea instead. I watch as Maple scrunches up her face and sticks out her tongue. Oh, hey, Kasho, can I borrow your nail clippers? Nail clippers? Didn't you just fix your nail the other day? I cock my head curiously as I hand over the nail clippers. Well, they were fine until now. As she says that, she clips off the tips of her perfectly manicured nails with a snap. Maple? She continues eagerly, the clippers snapping rhythmically. She clips and clips until her beautiful long and slender nails have been uniformly cut down in size. I thought you really cared about your nails. They get in the way of playing guitar, so I don't really have a choice. She says it like it should have been a foregone conclusion. She moves on to smoothing out the newly roughened edges with the nail clippers file. This should be good. She inspects her now shortened nails, looking satisfied, and then gives a short nod. You're really serious about this? Well, duh. Who do you think I am? Once I've made up my mind to do something, it's all I'm gonna do. As she says that, she lays the guitar on her legs again and begins to set it up. How about taking a short break? If you're trying to do too much all at once, you're gonna forget it all out of it. Yeah, you're gonna forget a lot of it. I'll make you something for dinner. I wonder if I should let you convince me. No, I'm gonna practice as much as I can. Like, that's why I cut my nails, right? With that, she buries herself in the beginner's manual again. I unconsciously stifle a laugh. Turning away from Maple, I head into the kitchen. Is she being diligent or just stubborn? You say something? No, nothing. You definitely said something. What? I was wondering what I should make you for dinner. Smooth. That's not it. That is not what you just said. So how do you feel about pasta? Wait a sec, don't ignore me. Hey! Maple can be cute, so Maple can be cute too sometimes. Huh. Well, would you look at the time? Maple can be cute too sometimes, as I muse to myself. I begin to prepare dinner with Maple's clumsy guitar playing as the soundtrack. Chocolate and vanilla are in a food coma, so they're staying here. Gosh, alright, Maple will be fine at my place. Short nails from today on. Achievement unlocked. Welcome! Table for 2, right this way! Is this for takeout or will you be dining in? Here are your menus. Please take your time. Oh, Pome! Grab me some assam tea from the cake set, will ya? Okay, coming right up. Maple Oni-chan, is this enough to refill the leaves for the black tea? That's perfect, thanks. Put the refill over here when you're done. You're totally back to normal, huh, Maple? I look out at the store through the window that separates the kitchen from the lobby. Why the hell did I say Maple when Cinnamon's here? Yes, she's completely healthy again. Lately, she's been spending all of her time at home happily practicing on that guitar. It seems like she's enjoying every day to the fullest. It's all thanks to you, isn't it, Kashi-san? I told you it's not. We continue the conversation we have had many times. Meanwhile, Cinnamon beats a bowl of whipped cream with the hand mixer. Ouchie! What's wrong, Cinnamon? Oh, nothing. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, Mei-chan has gotten pretty good. Before it'd take her some time before she was able to play one note after another. Maple is all you really talk about, huh? Yep, you're right. It's because I love Mei-chan. Ah! The vibrations of the mixer knock a wooden spoon to the floor. Sorry, I'll wash it right away. How? Hey, Cinnamon. What's wrong? Are you okay? Cinnamon crouches on the ground, clutching her chest, and I rush over to her. I'm okay. Like I said, it's nothing. You dummy, you definitely aren't okay. What's wrong? Where does it hurt? No, hurt. It doesn't hurt, but... But? No, my bra is too tight. Thank you, NekoWorks. That's something I totally really wanted to say. Thanks, NekoWorks. Appreciate that. Your bra. Yes. So, it's just that whenever I move, it squeezes me. But my body is okay, so don't worry. Oh, is that all it is? I suddenly feel worn out. When she squatted down, clutching her chest like that, 1,000 terrible possibilities flashed through my mind. I take a deep breath and straighten myself out. Shigure buys those for you, doesn't she? If they don't fit you, you should let her know. I suppose so, but my size changes so often, and I don't want to be a bother to Shigure. So it's gotten to that point, huh? They wiggle so much. The bell moves too, though. Look at that, the bell moves. Anything else? Anyway, we're done. We're done with this. Cat girls. I thought we were done with this. I thought. It's like, bitch, you thought. Cat girls do grow quickly, but she's growing faster than most. Without realizing it, I focus on Cinnamon's bouncing chest. No. Bad. Wrong. I can't look at her like that. She's like a daughter to me. Or is it like a good friend now? Because I've gone through like every other she's like to me. She's like a sister. She's like everything. The only thing I haven't said is she's like a homie to me. Like, what up? Like, what's good? Don't start dapping up Cinnamon. Like, what's good, bitch? Like, the fuck? I smacked myself on the head. Still, it's something you need. Even if you try to make do, you're eventually gonna need a new one eventually, right? Plus, if it's seriously making your daily life that hard. Besides, there are ones that really aren't that expensive, aren't there? But isn't a bra something that's supposed to accentuate a girl's boobies? Cheap bras aren't going to be very cute. Huh? I mean, when it comes down to it, I'm pretty big, aren't I? Why are these sentences that I have to say right now? A bra that doesn't fit is going to be really tight, and it'll really squeeze me, won't it? So I don't really want to wear a cheap one if I don't have to. I get it. I don't know what to say to Cinnamon, who's speaking so authoritatively on the subject of bras and breasts. She's pretty proud of her chest, isn't she? Well, it's not like I can really touch on it after all. This subject, I mean. Give me your mind, get it out the gutter. Come on, it fell in the gutter, give it here. I'll go wash it off, rinse it off. You pivot. You pivots! You guys are all pivots! I'll give you some money then, so go out and buy a new one, please. Huh? No, you can't do that! It's fine, you've done more than enough to deserve it. It's also just the fact that I want to be off this subject, but... just take the money. Go buy a new bra. Do it. I bought a guitar from Maple after all. I can't just pretend to not notice that you're in pain. If that's the case, if you were to order me to keep wearing tight bras, then, huh? If you wanted me to play around like that, I might start liking the squeeze of a tight one. In that case, I think we'd end up, with a win-win situation. What the? Go buy a new bra. Please, just go get a new bra. That's all we want here. That's it. Just get a new bra. This conversation will be done. This entire thing will be done skis. It'll be fine. We'll be past it. We won't have to talk on the subject. You don't have to talk about your boobs anymore to me. It'll be fantastic. Just go get a bra. Literally, I'm pretty sure that's all Kashu is thinking at this point. Just go get a fucking bra. I bopped Cinnamon, who's begun to pant heavily on the head. What kind of playing is that? Cinnamon sure doesn't know when to hide her true self. So how does the next day off sound? No, you should go buy it as soon as possible. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Huh? It's not. You're going to go with me, aren't you? What? I don't really think I need to be there for you to buy a bra. I might be a bell-holding cat girl, but it's not right for a cat girl to go into slum stores alone. There are stores where a cat girl has to have her owner or a guardian with her to go in, you know. Seriously? I didn't think there was a rule like that. Though, I think I have heard a lot of stores like that. Maybe 4 places that sell high-class clothing or proper underwear. But I don't really feel I can ask Shiguri about that sort of thing. You are going to go buy a bra with me, aren't you? Though I could keep going like this if you really wanted me to. Got it. We're going. So now I have to plan. Now I have plans for my next day off. I am to go bra shopping with Cinnamon. Keep this. We're going bra shopping together and no one else knows about it. This is like some kind of secret rendezvous, isn't it, Kashu-san? I'm so far done with her shit already. We haven't even gotten into one of these stores and I'm already so far done with her shit. Oh, this is gonna be a fucking time. No, it really isn't. It's just a normal shopping trip. It isn't normal at all, though. I read on the internet that if a boyfriend who takes his girlfriend underwear shopping is a really nice guy. Normal men would have probably been embarrassed to do that, though. I'm surrounded by 360 degrees of underwear. The clerks are, of course, women, and this whole situation feels incredibly awkward. I just want to get out of here. The more I think about this, the more it hurts. What did you tell Chocolate and Vanilla-chan? Work. Wow. That's just what someone who's having an affair would say. I mean, we're going underwear shopping, and I didn't realize it right away, but it's making me drool. That's going to complicate things, isn't it? Calm down. I'm serious. I warned Cinnamon, noticing that she's in strangely high spirits. In the first place, this isn't even an affair. I know. It's just that you're so nice that I feel like teasing you a little, Kashu-san. Sorry that you had to lie for my sake. Well, I did say I'd take you shopping. Besides, I can't just let one of our family's cat girls suffer. Oh, we've heard that line before, haven't we? I know you were worried about Shiguria too, right? I pat Cinnamon's head. Yes, thank you so much, Kashu-san. I forgot she's a cat girl for a while. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't heard them purr, meow, or anything like that in a while. So I was like, oh shit, they're cat girls. Fuck, forgot that. Cinnamon purrs happily. So together we head towards her favorite underwear store. What the fuck is happening? There are so many, I don't know which one to choose after all. Kashu-san, between this one and this one, which do you think looks better? She holds two types of underwear, one in each hand, up to her body. Cinnamon looks up at me, waiting for me to answer. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm a man, so I don't really know what's good with what. I don't know what's good and what's bad. Cinnamon wants to show me in what she looks like in underwear. This is not going to end very well. I'm now very aware of the fact that there's no escape from the underwear all around me. Crap, I can see a female store clerk staring daggers at me. I know I should do my best to act as dignified as possible, but I am a man after all, and this is a struggle many men face in their lives. My desire to escape the store is increasing, but I answer her as diplomatically as possible. Oh yes, I suppose I shouldn't expect you to know what makes a bra good or bad. Alright, I'll ask the question in a way that's easier for you to understand, Kashu. Kashu-san, which of these makes you more aroused? I'm not going to answer that question. I grin bitterly as I shift my gaze towards something that isn't Cinnamon. Alright, it was just a joke. You're so cute when you're in bed as Kashu-san. We don't normally get to see this side of you. Oh my god, this is a fucking time. This is a fucking time. That's what this is. I didn't realize how sadistic Cinnamon could be. I'm pretty sure she knew this was going to happen and planned this whole thing out. But I really am glad you came with me, Kasho-san. I've been trying really hard not to let my tail give away how happy I am. Her ears twitch playfully and she lets a giggle escape. Suddenly I see an employee heading our way. Oh my, Cinnamon-chan, welcome! You're not with Shiguri-chan today? Nope, not today. Shigori-chan had other plans today. Ah, yes, I see. Then the man you brought shopping with you today, he's not your boyfriend, is he? Ah, no, not at all. He's Shigori-chan's brother. He's like my other master, I suppose. Ah, is that so? And I was so sure, too. They continued to chat and exchange jokes. I guess I shouldn't be surprised since this is her favorite underwear store. Oh my god. My urgent need to run away is only getting stronger. I pleasantly nod along with their conversation, all the while maintaining my pained smile as best I can. Then the employee asks about me again. Kashi-san, you certainly understand both cat girls and women, don't you? Huh? What do you mean by that? I skirt around the subject, unsure of what she's getting at. Well, because underwear is very important for a woman. Even more so if she has large breasts. If the bra's shape doesn't match, it can become very uncomfortable and cause the bra strap to dig into the woman's skin. Most men don't know much about bra shopping, and very few actually go shopping with the women in their lives. I'm wondering, do I ever really want to go shopping for underwear with my girlfriend? I can't say that I do. This would just be too damn awkward. That's saying some shit for me. I don't have a lot of dignity. To pick out the proper underwear together with them, I mean. You must be a good master who really understands cat girls. She smiles at me, her expression radiant and completely free of ill intent. Nah, well, I'm not really that. Yes, he's a wonderful master who truly understands us cat girls. Even though I'm just a female cat girl whose only redeeming feature is her big breasts. He's still so nice to me and our whole family adores him. Cinnamon beams back at the employee, nodding over and over again. Having someone sing my praises while I'm standing right here, it feels really weird. Still, if it's how Cinnamon really feels, I'm happy. My smile has turned from pain to embarrassment, and I nod in response to Cinnamon's praise. We do get some cat girls who bring their partners along. You must be so proud to have such a cute, level-headed cat girl. Though it must be troublesome for you to have to buy her new underwear so often. Yeah, Cinnamon sure is level-headed. In fact, I think she could afford to be a little more selfish even beyond underwear shopping. Kashu-san? Cinnamon's eyes widen in surprise. I'm glad to hear that Cinnamon is so important to you. I don't think there are many owners who would say that. Yes, Kashu-san is a wonderful master. Cinnamon stumbles over her words, clearly embarrassed. If I'm good enough for Kashu-san, then I'd even be satisfied at the least loved of his cat paintings. Come on now, that's not funny. It wasn't a joke after all, though. Lately you've shown me just how cool you can be. If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't have even joked about it. She giggles impishly. Cinnamon-chan, you're so assertive. So, were you going to let Kashu-san pick out your underwear then? Yes, Kashu-san, choose whichever you like. No, seriously, I have no idea what to even look for, okay? I try to deflect Cinnamon's spirited request. She should be asking the employee, not me. Oh, Jesus, that was a time. That's a time. Shopping with you was so much fun, Kashu-san. Cinnamon is carrying a bag decorated with the logo of the underwear store. As she walks, she carefully hugs it to her chest in a tight grip. But it went so well, didn't it? We ended up buying a pretty expensive one. It's a necessity, so I don't mind. Especially since you help me out every day. I think it's okay to let me spoil you a little. I pat the apologetic-looking Cinnamon on the head. Apathetic, that's not the right word. If there's anything you don't feel comfortable telling Shigure, you can always tell me. Although that's not how that works. She's a woman. If she needs to tell a woman something, she should tell a woman, not a dude. Fuck off. I give up. I mean, I am your master, aren't I? Kashu-san. She gazes at me with a gentle expression, and her smile is one of happiness. You're really a cool person, Kashu-san. Don't you know that everyone is falling for you? Cinnamon clings to my arm, hugging it tight. Holy shit. Okay, you're close. You're very close. Hey, not in public. Then doing it as private is okay? Well, I guess so, maybe? It's fine right now, though, isn't it? No one else is here. Earlier you said I could be a little more selfish, didn't you? Or would you prefer to not have anything to do with a cat girl who is in the heat all year long? Fuck off. I do some pretty good work, you know. What do you mean by that? My little sisters have already lost their innocence. But I understand more than all of them put together. I told you not to say things like that in public. I gently bop her on the head with my free hand. Like I said before, if you hate me, I'll stop. I don't hate you, Cinnamon. That's not the issue here. So how about you make me your companion too? We can do a trial period if you want. I told you not to joke about something like that. That's not what I had in mind when I told you we'd be a little more selfish. Meow! My Kashu-san, you're so hard on me. Not that I mind when you're hard on me every now and then. Teehee. I feel like we're getting closer. I feel like you're about to get real close. Cinnamon's voices an innocent little teehee. She squeezes my arm harder and presses herself against me as if begging me to pamper her. Damn, she's really soft. The thought pops into my head before I can stop it, and I slap myself on the cheek. That's still not my definition of being a little more selfish. Try moving away from that particular idea. You don't have to support Maple all the time. You should think about what you want as well. What I want? Oh, I see. As long as I'm having fun, that's enough for me. I had a fun time today after all. Is that going to be enough to last you for now? We keep walking as Cinnamon continues to coil herself around me. I'm very aware of the stares we're getting as I drop her off at the nearest station. Lord Christ. Where did you get those undergarments, Cinnamon? A thoughtful pastier gave them to me. Clandestine outing, the achievement we just unlocked. I'm tempted to go for another one. Let's go for one. Let's go for one more chapter, shall we? Give me just a second, though. I'm gonna go get some more water. All right. I'm down to go for a little bit longer, so we'll try to get through one more chapter to see where we get. Right? So, Patisserie La Celeb. Okay, it's time. Nuts, pull the signboard inside and get ready to close up shop. All right, leave it to me. Leave the heavy lifting to me. Chocolate Vanilla, you're on cleaning duty. Sweep the floors and wipe down the windows. Roger, on cleaning, Azuna-chan. Azunian. I'll get the cleaning tools ready. Monsena and Polme, you're on inventory and cash register. I'll get Kashu's ingredients ready in a jiffy. Once we're all done, we can get changed. Yes! I really wanted to be like, hi! But I'm not sure if everyone would catch that or whatever. I'll man the register. I'll leave checking the inventory to you, Cinnamon. Oh, Mei-chan. I can take care of that later. You can leave early if you want. Huh? What are you saying? I don't mind doing this. But I thought you wanted to go home and play the guitar. I'll practice, sure, but I'll keep working here. It's okay, I don't have anything to do at home anyway. I want to support you since you're my best friend, okay? What's that got to do with it? Come on, it's okay. You need to do your best, Mei-chan. I'll go and tell Kashu-san for you, okay? Hey! Kashu-san, can Mei-chan leave early tonight? I'll take over for her. Sure, I don't mind. Thank you so much. There you go, Mei-chan. Oh, thanks. Uh-huh. You just do your best. I'll do my best too. She trying to get in them jeans. She's trying to get my jeans. Whoa, look at the time. It's 10 p.m. by the time I finish preparing. Everyone has left the store by now. In the silence of the shop, I stretch out my stiffened body. I should get going too. I take off my apron and leave the kitchen. Oh, Cinnamon, you're still here? Oh, Kashu-san, good work today. It took a lot of time to count the inventory. She sticks out her tongue slightly and tilts her head. There's no one else here, of course. Cinnamon's the only one that's left, of course. You could have asked for my help if you were having trouble. Oh no, I wanted to do it by myself. Besides, I'm already done. It does look that way. She was sorting through some loose receipts. You could have finished in half the time if Maple was here to help you. No, I wanted to support the dreams of my best friend. This is the least I can do. A troubled smile. I still want to be her best friend. I remember what Cinnamon said a while ago. I pat her on the back as she is gathering receipts. Okay, I'll take it from here. You can go, Cinnamon. It's gonna take some time for you to reach home from here. I take the stack of receipts from Cinnamon's hand. You're so nice, Kashu-san. In that case, can I be your companion too? Ooh, those two things do not touch each other. When money is involved and when sex is involved, it's not a good trade unless you're a legal prostitute in like Amsterdam or some shit. But other than that, no, those two things don't touch. Sorry. I don't see what that in that case was for. Kidding, I'm kidding. Half kidding anyway. She mischievously sticks out her tongue. Yeah, just hurry up and get changed. I'll walk you to the station. Okay, thank you very much. For your best friend. Those words tug at my mind. I know she wants to support Maple, but she's overdoing it. I'll keep a watch over her and see how she does. Cinnamon's actions lately have me worried. I quickly gather up their seats. Stop! This game really doesn't want me to do that anymore. Okay, I'm done. Oh, I stayed up pretty late. I'll have to work faster next time. Mei-chan's working so hard. As your best friend, I'm going to have to work as hard as you can to be proud of me. As your best friend, I'm going to have to work hard so you can be proud of me too. A few days later. Yo, Casho. I don't know if you've noticed, but Mon-senna's been acting weird lately. Azuki talks to me while I'm mixing cake batter. Weird how? Well, you know how she used to be all over Pull-May? She was really clingy before, but now they seem pretty distant. It doesn't look like they're fighting. They still talk during work, and they act normally when they eat. It's like Cinnamon Oni-chan's been restraining herself on purpose or something. It's almost like she's avoiding Maple Oni-chan. I see. No, I want to support the dreams of my best friend. This is the least I can do to help. I want to support Maple as her best friend. Cinnamon's been avoiding Maple because she doesn't want to interfere with her time. My vague worry is now confirmed. Azuki has noticed it too. She folds her arms and snorts, seeming annoyed. Pheh, they're oddly stubborn for a couple of loners. Yeah. I remember Cinnamon's excited smile when we went shopping. Her innocent, excited smile. Cinnamon's now manufactured smile. Maple taking the first step towards her dreams. Cinnamon's feeling of wanting to support her best friend. I'm stumbling through all of this right now. The visible distance is creating between them. Oddly stubborn. Azuki's words spark something in my heart. That's not how you're supposed to support each other. Damn kittens. Loners? Support? What are you talking about, Ana-chan? Means we're not supposed to stick our noses in there. So we're not supposed to stick our noses in there. They gotta talk this out themselves before this gets out of hand. Well, I was just like that, so I'm one to talk. Huh? What? Coconut tilts her head in confusion as question marks sprout over her head. Azuki smiles wryly. Yeah. Just like you, Azuki. Just like you said, Azuki. I pat her on the head. From inside the kitchen, I gaze into the front of the store. Cinnamon and Maple look like they're getting along as well as ever. Still, I can see the uncomfortable distance Cinnamon has created. My heart wrenches in frustration. She still wants to be best friends. I whispered to clarify Cinnamon's intent to myself. I close my eyes when I see that uncomfortable distance between them. Are we okay on tea leaves? Cinnamon. Oh, Kashu-san. Hello. Cinnamon is the only one left after work. She turns around. Just like last time. Are you alone again? Sorry for working so late. I'm almost done, so feel free to go home. Don't mind me. Wait, no. I stop Cinnamon as she turns her back on me. She turns around again, a smile still on her face, and I ask her, Cinnamon, are you really okay with this? Okay with what? What do you mean? Cinnamon furrows her brow. Then she looks at me with a confused expression. About how you want to support Maple as her best friend. Are you sure this is how you want to do that? Kashu-san. Her eyes grow big for half a second. Soon enough, her usual troubled smile returns. So that's what this is about. Cinnamon nods slightly following her short answer. Mei-chan has been practicing really hard on her guitar. She said she had to learn how to play before she could do both together. I've always known how Mei-chan felt, so I'm glad to see Mei-chan chasing her own dreams. Cinnamon looked like she is happy from the bottom of her heart. She's smiling so genuinely. So you decided to spend less time with Maple, your best friend, on your own? My question doesn't faze her. She slowly yet firmly nods. It took some help from you, Kashu-san. But I'm finally able to pay Mei-chan's back. When I think about it, my loneliness really isn't a big deal. She says with a smile. She seems so happy about it. Cinnamon, why do you want to support Maple so much? Well, you see... Do you remember when I came to the Minaduki house? It's time for some flashbacks, Murasokas. Cinnamon reminisces about the past. Her eyes slowly close. I couldn't get along with the others when I first came to the Minaduki house. I was always sitting in the corner of my room. Even with Shigure-chan, Kashu-san, and Azuni being so nice to me, I was afraid you would hate me, but I didn't know how to make you like me. I didn't know what face to put on, what words to use. Yeah, I remember. The cat girl that came after Azuki and Maple. She was quiet at first when we got her. She wasn't used to being around people. She had a tendency to read our expressions. I remembered the scared look on her face very well. She's adorable as a tiny cat. I was like that for a while. Time passed. One day, Mei-chan got mad at me. Is it that much fun being cooped up in that corner of yours? Huh? I'm asking you if it's really fun watching people from there. It's not fun. Do you hate this place? I'm trying to do my best cat, and I don't know if I'm doing a good job at all. Huh? I said, do you hate this place? I don't hate it. Everyone's really nice. So what are you doing there? What am I... Huh? It's not fun, right? Why don't you stop then? She hit the mark. I was speechless. Mei-chan's always been so blunt, hasn't she? Then she reached out to me. I don't know what has happened to you, and I'm not going to ask. But you're here now. You're living here now. So get up and move on. Nothing will change if you're huddled up like that. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. We're family, aren't we? If we are, I'll lend you a hand. Get up so you can walk on your own. Now take my hand, Cinnamon. Maple-chan. It's my best kid voices. Pretty sure they're really shite, but you know. I remember you and Shigure being really nice to me. Back then, I'm really glad Mei-chan got mad at me. Cinnamon closes her eyes. She presses her hand on her chest like she's been holding something precious. Then she looks at me again with a kind smile. Back then, I decided I wanted to be by Mei-chan's side. If Mei-chan ever gets in trouble, I'm going to help her. So now I'm really happy that I get the chance to support her. Even when you're not by her side. Yes. It is a bit lonely. Still, I'm glad because I get to be Mei-chan's best friend. Her fingers awkwardly fiddle with the tips of her hair. Even so, she nods without hesitation. I'm not sure if that's what best friends are. Huh? Cinnamon's narrow eyes widen as she looks at me. I don't look away. I look Cinnamon right in the eyes and continue. Sacrificing yourself in a one-sided way? Is that really how best friends work? Kashu-san. I think it's great that you want to help Maple. I think it's great that you haven't forgotten about how she helped you in the past. But, have you asked Maple how she feels about this? Did Maple say she wanted you to do this? Kashu-san. Cinnamon's eyes widen even further. She looks down and begins biting her lip hesitantly. This is something between you and Maple. So, I don't think you're the only one that gets to decide here. Cinnamon. Mei-chan. Maple's form appears from the shadow. She approaches Cinnamon, who is still staring downward. I've said this before. Is watching people so fun? Mei-chan. I want to support her because she's my best friend? Don't use me as an excuse for not choosing your own path. No! I didn't mean to... Why did you take my hand back then? Mei-chan! Maple has a stern look on her face. She takes another step towards Cinnamon. A very bouncy step. Cinnamon. She lays her slender finger on Cinnamon's cheek. Don't make me repeat myself. You live here now, no matter what anyone else has done for you. I have my own life and you have yours. Mei-chan, that's not what I just wanted to... Cinnamon looks as if she's about to cry. Maple looks right at her. You say you want to support my dreams? But you made a promise with me, didn't you, Cinnamon? My promise? Flashbacks. Thank you for getting mad at me. I'll never forget what happened today. Can I always be by your side, Maple-chan? If you're ever in trouble, I want to help you. You dummy. That's not something you have to ask. We're family. We're never apart. Even when we are, if you're gonna come with me, you have to do that on your own 2 feet. But if you're coming with me, I'll hold your hand. Okay, I want to always be by your side. Mei-chan. Cinnamon lets out a tiny squeak. Maple gives her a gentle smile and draws closer. We promised we'd always be together, didn't we? That you'd hold my hand when you took on the path that you took. That was our promise, wasn't it? Mei-chan! I won't coddle you because you're my best friend. But I'll give you a helping hand when you need one. If holding your hand's not enough, I'll have to push you too. If that's not enough, I'll slap you on the butt. Mei-chan! Oh, don't cry. I was just as lonely without you around, you know. All this crap about having my best interest in mind? Don't just go off disappearing like that again. I won't forgive you next time. Tears stream down Cinnamon's cheeks. She softly wipes them away with her freshly clipped fingertips. Mei-chan, you're so cool. You've always been the coolest ever since we met. I can never hope to beat you. It's not like I'm trying to be. I'm just a lot more selfish than you are, Cinnamon. If that looks cool to you, then least you could do is decide how you want to live your life. You're acting strong while saying you're lonely. You're my best friend, right, Cinnamon? Cinnamon's tears start to flow again. Maple gently wipes them over and over. Cinnamon's smile is no longer stiff and manufactured. It's now a soft smile that comes from the heart. I want to be with you, Mei-chan. I want to be close to you, next to you. I want to hold you up. Can I have the same dream while being next to you? I already said you don't have to judge anything as good or bad. I'll take your hand if you want me to. I know how much you think of me. I think about you just as much. I'm sorry for getting carried away and making you feel lonely. Okay, thanks, Mei-chan. I'm going to cry if you say that. Dummy, I'm just stating the obvious. Of course. It's plain and obvious to you, Mei-chan. Cinnamon bites down on her lip. She reaches a hand up to Maple's cheek, and Maple squeezes it tightly. Phew. I'm sorry, Mei-chan. Can I cry for a bit? Oh, you. A little bit's fine. Maple holds Cinnamon's head close to her. Cinnamon wraps her arms around Maple, her small body trembling. Okay. Oh. Wah! It's okay. There's no need to cry. Wah! In this deserted, quiet shop, Cinnamon and Maple's voice echoed gently throughout. Mei-chan said I'm her best friend. Come on, are you still on that? It's in my top 3 of the best things that have ever happened in my cat life. I know you're happy, but watch where you're going. Cinnamon's stride is so light that she's almost dancing. The 3 of us are walking to the station. Some stuff happened, but that settles that. Yeah. Though, under the hood, it was just Cinnamon going crazy. Although I can't say much for not talking to her in the first place. She heaves a sigh and slumps her shoulders. You know, you're really nosy, Kasho. What with you butting into our relationship? These talks are a lot smoother with both parties present. Like you said, this came from a tiny misunderstanding. I guess. Well, I know how much of a softie you are now. She's right. I can see why everyone's in love with you, Kasho-san. Right, Mei-chan? Why are you asking me that? I wonder why. The two enjoy jabbing at each other. Regardless, I'm glad this ended well. Have you decided what to do next, Cinnamon? I ask since she seems to have made a decision. I wanted to think about this once things settled down. But I think I'm going to practice music with Mei-chan. That is, if you don't mind me being selfish. She says with a worried look on her face. She's still smiling though. I think that's fine. It'd be a lot more fun than practicing alone, right, Maple? Yeah, that does sound more fun. As long as you guys don't drag me down. She isn't as annoyed as she sounds. Maple nods Maple nods while sneaking a peek at me. It's just like Yun to not be honest in times like these. Well, you know. Well, you know, I kind of wish I had Cinnamon around sometimes. I can't say that it hasn't crossed my mind. So you better put your back into it, alright? I won't forgive you if you just give up halfway. Mei-chan! Wow, Mei-chan! Stars! One time it'll work. Oh, don't jump at me like that. That's dangerous. I'll try. I'll work really hard. Let's make a legend together. The 2 of us. A legend? I haven't even thought of that. Mei-chan! Mei-chan! Okay, just get off of me. You're heavy. Take it easy, you two. You'll bother the neighbors. The 2 best friends who drifted apart over a slight misunderstanding now walk the same path. Together, they take the next step on a new journey. We're going all the way to the Grammys, Mei-chan. No, we are not. Nekopara. And with that, guys, we are going to come to the end of this session of Nekopara Volume 3. This Storytime Saturday is coming to an end. But you know what? All things considered, I really enjoyed this one. I'm glad I went for one more, because that was just really cute. That was adorable. I'm glad that the 2 of them worked out all most of their issues. It's really cool to me. Although now it really makes me wonder, am I gaining 2 companions, or are those 2 just going to get together? Because that would also be adorable. And I ship it super hard. Really hard. Like super hard. I can see it, I can ship it, but that's just me and what I think. What are you guys thinking? I came up with a theory just now, so I want to know what you guys are thinking as well. You guys tell me what your thoughts on everything is down in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking of the series so far. This also means that we're coming close to the end of the Nekopara series, so I'm gonna actually need a new story to start up on soon. Of course, I'll be looking, but if you guys have any suggestions of visual novels that you would like me to read, please leave them in the comments or send them to me on Twitter, in my Discord, all those different places that you can suggest awesome stuff for me. I would love to see what you guys think and what you guys would like to see me read. Alright? But all that being said, guys, this is Perk. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.